10 things you must know before traveling to Iraq. Number 1, the visa process. Make sure that you get your visa well in advance, because it can take time for you to get it. Do not travel without a visa. If you want to know how to get a visa, I will leave a link below. Also, the visa types that are available are tourist visa, business visa, medical visa, and student visa. So make sure that you get the right one. Now, when you get to the airport, there's going to be another immigration where they're going to check your visa again. But don't worry, just have it ready and you should be fine. Now, something else about the visa process. If you're planning to drive your own car into Iraq, you need an import permit, which you have to get before you get your visa approval. This is actually not mentioned on their website. And when we tried to get this import permit, it took us almost a week to get it. So plan ahead. Don't go to the airport until you have everything. Number 2, when to visit Iraq. So Iraq has 2 seasons. It has summer from March to October and winter from November to February. The best time to visit would be from November to February because the weather is cooler. We visited in February and the weather was perfect. We were able to walk around, explore, and do all the activities without getting too hot. Now March and April can also be good months to visit because during these months you can see the snow in the mountains. But make sure that you avoid the holy months of Ramadan and Ashura because a lot of things will be closed and the country will pretty much shut down. During those times, even banks will not work and a lot of businesses will be closed. Number 3, where to stay. We stayed in Erbil and Suleymaniye, and both cities have a lot of hotels to choose from. One thing to note is that the further you go from Kurdistan, the fewer hotels you will find, and you might struggle with accommodation. So try to stay in the north part of Iraq, especially if it's your first time visiting. Some people also prefer to stay in a hotel in Duhok, near the Syrian border, so they can easily take a day trip to Acre. However, you can also use Airbnb if you prefer. For example, we used it when we traveled to Rania. Whatever you choose, just make sure that you book well in advance, because some places get fully booked really quickly. Number 4, how to get around. Inside the Kurdistan region, you can easily use Uber or taxi. However, outside Kurdistan, getting a taxi can be difficult. So what we did was we rented a car with a driver. It cost us $150 per day. This gave us more flexibility to explore and go wherever we wanted. If you want to know more about renting a car in Iraq, I will leave a video below. There's also another option, which is using local transportation. This includes shared taxis, service taxis, and buses. They are cheap but can be very crowded. Another way to get around is using the ride-hailing apps like Uber and Careem. These services are available in big cities only, so don't expect to find them in small towns. No. 5. What to pack. I think this is very important because depending on what you pack, you either have a great trip or a terrible trip. So here are a few things that you need to pack. First, you have to pack according to the religion and customs of the country. Iraq is a Muslim country, and the locals dress very conservatively. So make sure to pack clothes that cover your shoulders and knees. A scarf or shawl can also come in handy for women who want to enter mosques. Second, pack layers. So even if you're traveling in winter, don't forget to bring t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and sweaters, because it can get cold at night. And finally, make sure that you pack comfortable shoes, because you're going to be doing a lot of walking. Number 6, food. Iraqi food is amazing, and it includes lots of different flavors and ingredients. So here are a few things that you must try when you go there. Kebab is very popular, and you will find it everywhere. It's usually made with minced lamb, but you can also find chicken or beef kebab. Another dish that you must try is manish stuffed with melted cheese and salsa. It tastes delicious. And if you love spicy food, then you will definitely enjoy the Iraqi cuisine. Some of the dishes that we tried were very spicy, but for us, it was a nice change. And number 7, tipping. In Iraq, tipping is not mandatory, but it is appreciated. We usually tip 10% of the bill amount at restaurants. And when you use taxi, it's okay to round up the fare. However, tipping is subjective and depends on many factors, such as the quality of service and your personal preference. Number 8, Internet. In the major cities, you will find free Wi-Fi in most places, such as restaurants, hotels, and airports. But if you want to get a SIM card, you can easily find them at the airport. The main providers are Korik and Asia. I got the Korik one and it had a good internet speed. Number 9, safety. Iraq has a reputation of being an unsafe country, but our experience was different. We didn't feel unsafe anywhere. The locals were very helpful and friendly. However, there are still some areas that you need to avoid if you want to be on the safe side. For example, you should not travel alone to Mosul or Tikrit. Even for us, we could not go to those places because we had to apply for a special permission. You also need a guide, so make sure that you research well before you go to any place. Number 10, try to learn some basic phrases. Even though English is widely spoken in the cities, it's always a good idea to learn a few basic phrases in the local language. Iraq has 3 official languages, Arabic, Kurdish, and Turkish. So try to say hello, thank you, and goodbye in Kurdish. The locals will appreciate it. Now these were the 10 things that you need to know before traveling to Iraq. But if you want to know what you can do in Iraq, I will leave a video here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.